Hey guys, this is Wolby here, and welcome to 2019. This is a video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global, and I do apologize for a bit of delay in preparing parts here. So this is not like going over some news, but I'm also going to do towards the end of this video a prediction on what's going to come up in the lost chapters, because we've done some stuff. We got through. There's the last one was confirmed was Ash. However, according to the Dissidia database website, at the time of this recording, we still do not know who's coming next in the sense of the global lost chapters. Even though the next three are going to be Cater, Aerith, and Lion. So like I said, so again, when it comes to the end of this video, I'm going to give out a prediction of the order and why I think it is. So. But anyway, we're going to go over the event that just got released. Here it's going to be up and running for a couple of weeks. It's called Itching for Greater Fights. This is the introduction to Gilgamesh to the global side of the City of Opera Omnia. We're going to go over the information here. Again, I get to start the event, so bear with me. So, we have here the, so in order to get it, we have to watch the cutscene Wandering Swordsman to make Gilgamesh our ally. He's a melee attacker, and his buffs, pretty much, believe it or not, he's one of those where the buffs are only to himself. It doesn't benefit the team at any point. So he's one of those who used to be extra sides, helps out the team at the end, but the way he helps out the team, he sacrifices himself to do so. So the command ability details here, we got Deathclaw, and we also have Mad Dance. You have to pretty much be using these a lot in order to get to Ultimate Dance. And then you have here the Deathclaw extension, one additional use. And then you also have, for the Mad Dance extension, you have 2 additional uses. So he's one of those that you actually have to really use his stuff, and then once you use Ultimate Dance, it goes back to square one. So he's one of those where it's like, it's something where it's like, I mean, unless you really like him, it's like, he doesn't really keep up well with what we currently have, sadly. Yes. And then if you also look at the beast use count, this is excluding, like, not getting him up to the needed crystal strength, or getting his equipment, all that stuff. Without all that, this is really low. So, something I'm like, I mean, me personally, I'm like, yeah, do I really want to use him in the fight or not? It's that sort of thing. So, when it comes to the details for the gear, we do get 1 copy of the Kotetsu, which is Gilgamesh's 15 CP weapon. We get this by clearing Part 5 of Itching for Greater Fight. Then we get 2 copies of the Genji gloves from clearing parts 3 and 4. So we're going to go into the gear details. Again, this is Kotetsu. This is 1 additional use of Deathclaw. So just thinking about this, like, get 3 base uses. Again, when you have those passes all together, you actually get more uses of the moves. And once you get the crystal streaks, you get even more uses. So this is one where not only is he gear dependent, but you need to really develop his crystal strength in order to make use of what he has. You get to see here the Genji gloves. This is his 35 CP armor, raises his HP by 680, attack by 72, and this is the ability called Fortitude. So you got future character details here. So you have the color, the crystal family, you got yellow, green, and white. Green for Gilgamesh, yellow for Bart, white for Hope. And let's see here the token exchange. But before we go into the token exchange, we're going to go into the weapon keeper. The boss details is that he's immune to debuffs, so Ferris fans, you want to keep Ferris, and anybody who debuffs, you have to keep them at bay. You have to pretty much bench him here. But however, Lightning fans rejoice. Weapon Keeper is weak to Thunder. So, those of you who love using Claire Lightning Theron, she is actually a good substitute unit to use. Here goes to use people like Terra as well as Ash, because Terra and Ash, it's like Terra can buff herself, although Ash can buff up the team, provided you have her gear and all the passes, all that stuff. So, So you have here another thing to consider is that the foe will use titanic energy draw to greatly increase its defense and maximize its bravery. So since it'll be difficult to inflict brave damage, characters who can inflict percent-based brave damage are especially effective. So now we're going to go to the token exchange. This is very much standard operating procedures. The silver tokens and the gold tokens will get you the following items: 300 gems, 21 draw tickets, 600 Dissidia points, 6 stamina points potions, 10 armor tokens. You got the tier 4 shards in green, yellow, and white, and you also have the unlimiteds in the higher power orbs, higher guard orbs, unlimited Adoga artifacts. You got the, when it comes to the green, yellow, white shards family, you get unlimiteds in the tiers 1 through 3. You also have the Adoga artifacts for Gilgamesh, Sparks, and Hope, and so all that good stuff. So the question now is, will I be pulling on this banner? Definitely not, because like for me, I have Lightning, Ash, and Terra all at 60/60 with the passes from their 5-star base weapons. There's no real need for me. There's no need for me to even pull off this banner. And the only things I would be going after if I did would be Gilgamesh's 35 CP weapon, as well as Bart's EX weapon, and I'm not a Bart's fan at all. So we're going to go over the EX stuff here. This is standard operating procedures here for what to get. So this morning, well, where I'm at anyway, it's pretty much 3-second quest keys for every event, so we're good on that. So we're gonna go over a couple other things. We're going over some bundles I noticed here and how I think about it before I get to the predictions portion of the of this video. So we're gonna go over the bundles here. There are some bundles I've kind of noticed here, and it's the bundles for the new year. I'm not so sure if anybody's really touched base on this. There's only a couple of days left on it, and I want to give my honest opinion on the matter. And well, before I do that, I'm going to go over the Kupocard Mini 19. So there's plenty of time left to get this particular bundle. I actually recommend getting this because not only does it come with 1,500 gems, and by that the 800 gems at the get-go, plus some 100 gems a day for 7 logins. So this is not, you don't have to log in to get 7 consecutive days to get it, but it's there if you need it. What you also get here in this particular Kupocard Mini are 5 Chocobo tail feathers and 2 relics of knowledge. So, and for this is $4.99, and for those of you who are on Android devices or use Google Play, you do want to keep in mind that there is a tax on every one of last one of these bundles. It's from a recent change to the terms of service on Google, so that's something you should Google if you don't understand what I'm talking about here. So this is actually a bundle I highly recommend getting. However, I'm going to go over the other bundles here. So you got the Festive Bronze chest, the Festive Gold chest, Festive Platinum chest, and the Festive Mithril chest, and the Festive Adamant chest. Now these are only good until until the 9th of January, 2019 at 7:59 UTC. These, I mean, it depends, really depends on your own individual financial situation. And and for me, I'm not going to buy these because, again, the timing of this does interfere with some real life stuff I have going on in my neck of the woods. Otherwise, I probably would have bought a few of these bundles already. However, with that being said, I do want to give a personal opinion on my own, so this is my opinion only. I'm actually starting to get really disappointed with how this video after Amiya is doing with some of their bundles as of lately. They're only giving out additional goodies for their more expensive bundles, and the reason why it's bugging me because it's like saying that giving us like money for the cheaper bundles isn't going to do much good. And the reason why I don't like it is like people should get something even if it's not that big for buying a bundle, and only putting extra goodies in the expensive bundles is probably going to turn people away. in that. But again, like I said, this is my personal opinion. So the reason why, like I said, you notice I have not bought these is because, again, some real life stuff has come up and the timing just very much clashes with it. I just don't want to, I just want to keep control of my own financial situation at the moment. So, I mean, it depends on your, like I said, it depends on your financial situation if you guys want to buy these or not. I mean, however, I was thinking about certain things a little bit more thoroughly. And I kind of realized when it comes to like the best of anime chests, this is the only time you actually get your 3 10+1 pulls with this sort of deal. Because if you notice here, the regular anime chests, you only get 2 10+1 pulls. And if you look at some of the other games, this is actually a bit of a ripoff. Because I noticed here with the 17,600 gems, I think in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius they do, I want to say maybe close to 18,000 lapis for about $100 US. So for having, for me, I'm just thinking, I always have to think to myself when it comes to these bundles, is it always worth the investment? And especially if you've played other mobile gacha games, it's like, are you really getting the value for what you're buying? So that's something I always keep in mind, and I do highly recommend anybody that watches this video to keep the stuff that I'm saying in mind. Look at the value of these bundles, compare it to similar bundles in other mobile gacha games. Know your own financial situation before buying them or not buying them. So that's that on that. And like I said, I did say I'm going to end this on a predictions video. Now, you guys may remember I did in the previous video about the Lost Chapters bid. You notice that I did mention Cater, Aerith, and Lion as the next 3 Lost Chapters, right? Now, I don't think I've ever mentioned the exact order of how I think it's going to go. Now, you guys got to keep in mind here that when it comes to some of these 3 Lost Chapters, you have to think about if there's going to be anyone awakened about this. If it goes in the order that's on the Dissidia database website, how will things change in the sense of the global awakening schedule? How will things be? Will it be shoveled? Will the certain things be? And if it does get shoveled, how shoveled will it be in order to accommodate? So, I was thinking about all of this. I was looking at the database website. I was looking at some stuff on the JP schedule, figure out, okay, who gets my house is going to work, and then I kind of figured out, okay, let me do a prediction to see who's probably going to get their Lost Chapter next, because with Global, they're still on wildcard mode. They're going to release whatever they feel like releasing, and whenever, as opposed to following JP. And I think they're going to continue to go their own direction, because honestly, it's like, when it comes to the global 60/60 awakening schedule, it's like you want to make sure that things are transitioning smoothly as opposed to trying to doing flip-flops. So with that, I decided to come up with my own personal prediction on the order of the next 3 Lost Chapters. And that is going to be in this following order from top to bottom: Lion, Aerith, and Cater. That's the order I'm predicting, and here is why I picked it in this order. With Cater, by the time her Lost Chapter comes out, you'll already have Hope and Bard's at 60/60 awakening, with Bard's having his EX weapon out and about and available to those who pulled on Gilgamesh's banner and successfully landed that weapon. So with this, she's going to be last in my predictions, because you have everybody at 60/60 capable, and it's like, and when it comes out, Cater will be the only one who gets her 60/60 awakening of the 3. Now, as opposed to Aerith and Lion, these 2 will have probably one person at 60/60 besides themselves who gets that awakening. With Lion, Ishtova is on was on her original banner and will be on her Lost Chapters banner. And the thing is, with Ishtova, she actually gets her EX weapon this week. So with the timing of Ishtova's EX weapon. It'll come out in time for Lion's EX. Not Lion's EX, the Lion's Lost Chapter. So that should be that's a bit of a hit in my eyes. Is the timing of Y'shtola getting her EX weapon. Now with Aerith, she's probably going to be her last chapter is probably going to be very close to the 5th wave of the 6060 Awakening. And why do I say that? Is because when it comes to the 5th wave, Shadow actually is the one that gets his 6060 Awakening, meaning that not only with Aerith's Lost Chapter feature the Tier 4 shards in red, but you also have the Tier 4 shards in black. So, my final predictions for the order of the next 3 Lost Chapters are the next one's going to be Lion. Aerith is going to be close to the 5th wave of Awakening sometime early mid-February. Then towards the end of February it's going to be Cater. So, and then when it comes to these color shards here, I mean, when it says that the tiers 1 through 4, if you really like these guys, develop them. If you don't. I mean, it's really up to you. And then with Aerith, she actually gets her 7070 Awakening, and I think her EX. I think it was just on JP, so you will not get her EX at all here when her Lost Chapter comes out. It will be probably much later on. So, with that being that, I will catch you on the flip side and hope this